Hello. So today I want to do a reading for Pisces. I'm going to shuffle these cards a couple times here before I get started. Hold on. Okay. I'm trying to get things more stabilized here, but it's kind of hard to find the perfect room for it. So just bear with me here. Not much space in this house, so. Okay, Pisces, this is going to be for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Midheaven, and Stelliums, Pisces. All right, shuffling it 2 more times. 1 and 2. Okay. Pisces. 1, 2, 3. The first card is going to be for the focus. Second card is going to be what will help the focus. And the third card is going to be what you may not see. So, focus in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Focus is death. What's going to help this focus? In 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Hierophant. Okay. Let's look at what you don't see. In 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Queen of Wands. All right. Oh, 2 major arcana. So let's look at the Death card as the focus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Midheaven, and Stellium, Pisces. This could mean that there's something you need to focus on ending. Hold on. So the focus being death. Yeah, I said it seems like something has to come to an end, right? There has to be a new cycle to start. This could also represent maybe you've experienced a death that was years ago that has affected you in some way. And you hold on to this, but it's creating poison in your body. I'll use an example. So you lose a loved one, and it's never actually been processed. You were able to get through it, but it never was fully processed or reflected upon, like how the effects of it were upon you. So therefore, it can come up as, okay, this is something that you are still holding inside of you that is creating poison in your body, in your soul. It's weighing heavily still, and it needs to be released more. It's a constant battle to get through these things, and we never fully heal, right? But the message essentially is mostly about, well, working towards it. Over time, we work harder and harder at healing certain parts of ourselves. But maybe this experience, and even if it's not a long time ago, maybe this is something that is still fairly recent, it's still fresh. And a lot of times, like when these types of things happen, it can have such an effect to where you become dependent on certain things, or you will resort to things to numb the pain, whether it is alcohol, drugs, addictions of any kind of a vice, to numb the pain. But this is the focus. So there's that. What's going to help? Well, it's the card of spirituality. The Hierophant card is about higher knowledge and the spiritual side of us. But it's the moral side of us too. It's higher knowledge and morality. Being disciplined. Maybe it is a sign that this could be by looking into more spiritual practices, things to help you through this healing process. It's the very thing that can help you, right? Attain that focus that is being brought to the forefront. So, what you don't see, we got the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, I think that this is speaking to your inner self. Pisces, maybe you don't see yourself as someone who can rise above and be vibrant amongst all the depressing sadness, tragedies that we experience. Maybe you can't see yourself. Maybe you're one of those that can't see yourself as being a bright, shining light. Well, you're wrong. Because it's the very people that have gone through some very traumatic experiences and rose above it and endured it, survived it. Those are the very ones that are needed the most, because they've been in the bottom of the dumps before. They have felt depression, the pain and the sadness, the anguish, the suffocation of that pain. They've been there, but they still thrived and they survived. They don't give up. That alone is your Queen of Wands. Whether you're a man or a woman, this is speaking to the energy of the Queen of Wands. She's known as being charismatic. She's known to be bright, vibrant, positive. She won't let someone else rain on her parade. She won't allow somebody to dampen her light. So I really get that message strongly, Pisces. And if this is not something to do with that deeper level that I'm speaking of, I can also read this in a very surface level way. If you're looking for something else, like, for example, this is the Queen of Wands that you're dealing with that is not wanting to have this ending. Whether it's a woman or just a person in your life, it could be just any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. But because the Queen of Wands is looking away from death when it's placed on the board, almost like she's trying to avoid it in some way. So that's what you're not seeing. He or she is trying to avoid it, but it's something that's coming towards the forefront as the focus. And there needs to be a more higher understanding of the situation at hand, whether it's to end it, whether it's to just, sometimes people come into our lives and they're not meant to stay there forever. That's one of the hardest things to do, especially when you develop a very close bond with an individual or individuals in your life. But there are times where It's learning to accept certain things in order to push forwards and ascend. And that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope you liked it. And of course, take whatever resonates. You don't have to make it fit if it doesn't fit. And I'm all about just delivering some inspiring information if it's possible. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.